was a veteran of the War of 1812. Our Bloomington campus also served as a training site during both World War I and World War II. Soldiers came here to learn foreign languages, radio communications technology, and administrative skills vital to combat operations. Our respect for the men and women of our armed forces can be seen in campus buildings like the Memorial Union, Memorial Hall, and Memorial Stadium, all of which are dedicated in memory of the brave Hoosiers who have fallen in service to our country. It is fitting that we remember those courageous souls on this day. But Veterans Day is about honoring every single man and woman who has served in our armed forces, not just those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of our campus to say thank you to all of our cadets and cadre. You are a continuation of a great and long tradition. We are incredibly grateful for your service to our nation, and thank you for the fine example you set for your peers here on campus each day. Your dedication and discipline are an inspiration to all of us. We are proud of everything you do for our nation and our campus community. Welcome again to all of our guests from the campus and community who are here today for this celebration and observance. And that concludes the remarks of Provost Rebell. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Colonel White. Color guard, post the colors.
It or Order. Order. Stand at ease.
Colonel Garlington was born at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska on June 20th, 1968. He graduated from Radford University in 1990 with a degree in physical education. He enlisted as a mechanized infantryman in 1992. In May 1993, he attended Officer Candidate School and commissioned as an Armor Second Lieutenant. Colonel Garlington's first assignment was to Germany, where he served as a tank, scout, and support platoon leader. In 1997, he was promoted to captain. He was then assigned to Regimental Support Squadron, 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment at Fort Carson. After serving as a Squadron S1, he commanded the regimental maintenance troops for 24 months and deployed the blacksmith troop to Bosnia in early 2000. In 2004, he was promoted to major and attended CGSG at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, where he earned his first master's degree in management and was subsequently pulled to deploy to Talafar as the Regimental Material Management Center Chief. Colonel Garlington became the XO for the 3rd ACR and moved his squadron to Fort Hood, Texas in 2006. In 2010, he was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel and was selected to serve as the XO Commanding General of the HRC. In 2011, Colonel Garlington assumed command of the Regimental Support Squadron of the 3rd ACR and transformed his squadron to support a Stryker-equipped regiment. In 2013, he earned his second master's degree in National Security and Strategic Studies. In July 2014, Colonel Garlington was assigned to the Joint Staff Strategic Plan and Policy Directorate, where he served as the Logistic Branch Chief, Mission Support Director of the Pakistani and Afghanistan Coordination Cell. Colonel Garlington's awards and decorations include the Defense Superior Service Medal, the Bronze Star Medal, the Meritorious Service Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, the Army Achievement Medal, the Good Conduct Medal, the Joint Chief of Staff Identification Badge, and the Parachutist Badge. Colonel Garlington is currently in command of the Crane Army Ammunition Activity at Crane Naval Base. Everyone please welcome Colonel Garlington.
Thanks very much. Had I known that you were going to do that entire thing, I would have shortened it up a lot, just to say that I'm an old guy that has done a lot of things. But I appreciate that welcome. So on Veterans Day, we honor every man and woman who's ever sported the uniform of our nation, through who's selflessly secured America's promise throughout our long and proud history. That same history teaches us that freedom and security don't just happen. It demands effort, sacrifice, courage, and commitment. It requires generations of men and women to willingly go to distant lands to, as the Korean Memorial in Washington, D.C. says, defend a country they never knew and a people they've never met. It takes those who perform heroic actions here at home when our citizens require immediate aid that is not otherwise available. The sacrifice of all of our veterans is worthy of pause, and for us to give thanks for the liberty that we so enjoy in this greatest nation on earth. We keep in our thoughts and prayers those who we have lost and those that we continue valiant efforts to recover. We have awarded medals to many of our military members, added their names to monuments, and even named buildings for them to honor them for their selflessness and bravery. But nothing can ever replace the hole left behind a fallen service member, and no number of medals or ribbons can comfort the families left behind. We continue to look upon the valor of these veterans of our past, for we know that those of us serving today stand on very, very broad shoulders. Today we also salute the service of our future veterans. As I look out on the formation today, I see our future servicemen and women, the future leaders and defenders of our constitutional rights. During your time in ROTC and as you prepare for your leadership positions, I encourage you to remember the importance of service. Remember what it means to be part of something bigger than yourself, and what it means to swear an oath to support and defend our Constitution. Remember, you are entering a supremely respected profession, and I have confidence that you will exceed the lofty expectations of this grateful nation's citizenry. Today, we also remember that honoring those serving and those that have served isn't just about what we say and do here today. It's about how we honor our veterans every day of the year. It's remaining committed to supporting them and their families in every way we can. It's about serving them as they have served and continue to serve our nation. That is the sacred trust between America and all who defend its ideals. It's a trust that's been forged by soldiers and airmen who liberated Europe, by sailors who liberated the Pacific. It's a trust embodied by Marines who etched a legacy at Iwo Jima, and Coast Guardsmen who stand watch over our shores today. This weekend, people throughout the country will gather to remember, to honor, and to pay tribute to those who have served and who are serving our country. This gathering is but one small spark in the beacon of pride that shines across our nation, today and every day. It is one small way that we can honor those who have given of themselves so that we can live in freedom. I sincerely appreciate your attendance today. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to bring the benediction. I'm going to pray. To whatever God you pray, to whatever altar you kneel, including all of your ethnic and cultural differences, today we are human. Despite the number of tribes we are descended from, today we are American. Despite any political differences, our flag is the same, and it's critical to remember the issues and obstacles we may disagree with here inside of our home doesn't factor out our identity as a whole. We are a family founded under history, legislation, and culture. We owe everything we have to defend the land that allows us to freely be different, to defend the land tolerable to ethnic and religious differences, to defend the single most humanly diverse land on this planet. For there is no one outside of the USA you can compare an American soldier to. Our commitment to a higher power is the driving force behind all of our success. And with that, all praise to the highest. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony. Thank you for joining and have a pleasant Veterans Day.